So I'm Agnès Chevigny. I'm a head of people for Spendesk. Spendesk is a fintech company. We are about 200 people right now. It's in 4 locations. So we are based mainly in Paris, where we have our headquarters. And then we opened offices last year in Berlin, London, and San Francisco. So we are expanding internationally. It's a great challenge for us right now. And basically, in few words, what Spendesk do. So our mission is really to help businesses spend smarter. So we are all-in-one spend management platform. So basically, employees and finance teams can use our tool to manage all kind of spend in the company. It might be with invoices, virtual cards, plastic cards, etc. The goal is really to make the life of finance team and employees easier when it comes to spending the company money. I joined Spendesk a year ago to build the people function. So the idea was really that at that time we just closed the Series B, and we wanted to have an hyper growth phase where I joined when we were 100 people, and we wanted to be 300 people in 18 months. So we really had to build scalable foundations on the people side just to be sure that we were able to grow this quickly. Actually, the main challenge that brought us to this search was more business than HR challenge. It was that we were expanding internationally. So given this expansion, so opening 3 new offices and having employees in every location, the tracking we had to do, and behind that, the operational tasks we had to do in the people team changed. And the tool that we had at that time were not efficient enough. So that's why we looked for another tool. So basically, just to give you an overview of what we had at that time, we had one tool which was a payroll tool for France. So we were using it as an HRIS when it was really a payroll tool. And when we started looking at other locations, we were not able to do payroll for all countries with the same tool. So we were not able to have all information for all employees at the same place. So the goal for me was really to have one tool with all employees and not 4 tools because I have 4 countries. So that was the main challenge for us. Other than that, there were also challenges linked to the fact that the tool we were using was not an HRIS, so we were lacking information over time. I joined when the company was 3 years old, and basically I had a really hard time understanding what happened before I arrived. Like there were no employee story or any things like that. And as we were growing, we were also looking for something that was more self-service for employees and not everything centralized with HR. So with our previous tool, it was necessary to go through the people team to change anything in the tool. Maybe it be just the employee address or the employee bank account. Now they can do it by themselves, and it's way more easier for us. I think it was kind of easy to convince them, mainly because first they were able to do more things by themselves, and it was a pain for them and for me that they had to go through me. So like, for instance, a manager being able to look at their direct reports information in terms of salary or history was way more easier for them than going through me, asking me, hey, when did the X change his salary, etc. So first it was quicker and easier for them. And basically, they also see the value of the people team, not only as an admin team, but really to support them in a more strategic topics. So the less time I spent on the admin part, the more time I spend with them on more strategic topics. When we rolled out, actually, the different offices, international offices, were very small. It was really the beginning. So we rolled out everything at the same time. The most difficult one, of course, was for France, because we already had something like 150 employees. So there were more information to transition, but everything was super smooth. To be honest, I was a bit worried having this kind of change. First, because in terms of implementation on my side, I was worried having to transfer all the data, etc. But also the very tricky period of transition for the employee, saying, okay, so starting tomorrow, you will stop using this tool, you will start using this new tool that you don't know, etc. But in the end, the transition was super smooth. We really wanted to prepare the team, so we communicated in advance about the change that was happening. We built some handbooks from a bit of videos on our side, but also from directly your help center, where we took some tutorials, etc. So we built our own handbook with that. But even without that, I think there wouldn't have been a lot of questions, because I mean, it's pretty easy to use. The tool is user friendly, and I think that everybody's finding what they want in the end. So yeah, both were pretty much helping. First, we gained back some time. Basically, some things that we were forced to do before are done directly by the employees now, so it's easier for us. But the main improvement that I saw is that I have clean data and I have easy data to find. So as I was saying before that, I didn't have a history in my tools. So basically, it means that I had 3 or 4 spreadsheets or trailer boards or Notion notes where I was splitting the data. So every employee story was in a spreadsheet that was more or less up to date. Onboarding tasks were in a Trello. So everything was split across different platforms, and it was very easy to have mistakes. Whereas now everything is at the same place. So I know that I just have to do an export and I have the clean data right away. So it's easier, and it's also reassuring to me. I don't have to double check everything that I'm doing just to be sure that I have the right information or the latest one, as everything is centralized. So that's, to me, it's really a game changer to be able to access clean data from the get-go. Having Personio, we had one tool to track employee story, one tool to track onboarding task, one tool to track hiring and future hiring, so future onboarding. So I think I had something like at least four spreadsheets or tools to fill in. Now I only have Personio. So somehow I think it's a reduction of almost 25% of my time, which is really great. I think it's easy to use. Like, I think that since we rolled it out end of last year, I've only reached out once or twice to the support services, which somehow means that I can find everything by myself. And as much I like that the employee have a self-service tool, I like to have a self-service tool for myself too. So I know that on the help center I can find almost everything, and even if I can't find it, I have easy answers and quickly. So first one, the fact that it's quick and clear. A few months ago, I know that there was a new app on Android, I think. So I don't have an Android phone. I don't know that that there was a new app. But someone in my team told me, "Hey, have you seen the new Personio app? It's so cool." I was like, "Oh, that's great." So I love that in the end, the employees have been adopting the tool so easily. They're actually looking at this kind of stuff on their own. And in the end, I think it's coming from the fact that the tool is pretty much intuitive and people are happy to use it. So it's really helping me in the transition to be sure that people are adopting the tool.